Hello, this is Simracing Corner, and today I'm fitting a wheel rim to my Fanatec universal hub. You can see I've already made a start on here, but that's fine, that's absolutely fine. I'll show you what I've done so far, which is really obvious. You can see I've detached the front piece of the universal hub from the main body, which is easily done. You can see there are 4 screw holes there, and those are the long screws here. So take those out, and it just splits apart like that. You can see inside the circuit board, and we have wires attached to all the pods that are on the wheel rim already, or to the front plate. So the trick here, when you first do this, is it doesn't matter too much, other than the fact you want everything to be nice and loose. So you can just see all the pods are just very loose on here. So I haven't tightened those nuts up very much at all, and you can just see everything freely swings around, which is perfect. And the other thing to do is when you attach your front plate, have that super loose as well. You can see, yeah, they're just very loosely tightened on there. And this allows me at this point, because I'm not ready to screw anything down, I'm not ready to tighten those pods down at the moment because it's not in the right position. And you can see I can move them around and try and get them into a position I'm happy with, but you can just see that's not quite perfect. Although that's not the worst thing in the world, I want that to be flusher to that, and it is possible, as these arms, there's a slot there, and the arm comes down here with another slot, but it's separated by a piece of metal in the middle there, which you probably can't really see here, but it is there. And all I need to do is release it and then put it in closer, and then I'll be able to then change it to a closer position on there and get it tied to in, which we'll do in a moment. And these bottom pods as well, they don't look too bad there, but I think we can flip them over, since they do have, if you can just see on the top and on each side, there and there, they have screw holes, so they can be flipped around, and then you can also slide it around on this piece here, which I think you can see there. So yeah, not the worst thing in the world, but that's the idea. Is if you have it nice and loose at this point, you can get the positions right, and if you're happy, if you kind of nail it straight away, all you need to do then is go to the rear, hold on to the pod, and just tighten up the nuts, and then you're golden. But of course, for the moment, we're not going to do that, since it's no good to me. And then once you've done that, when you're happy, then you can obviously then tighten the plate to the front of here. But yeah, so right now, this is just working out the positional, and I think we can do better. That can stay there. Need to flip those over so they do. That edge is in there, so it's a bit more snug, and we need to get those closer to there. So I'm going to do that now. Make sure you don't cover the bolt pattern of the wheel, of course, because you can just see those holes here. You can get them in a position where you might obscure them, which obviously is a bad thing. So yeah, you do need to play around. Sometimes you're not going to get these pods in the perfect position, because you may find you're going to obstruct the bolt hole. So yeah, it takes a little bit of experimentation, but once you're there, you're there. Okay, so after a fair bit of messing around, I actually spent about an hour messing around with this, trying out different layouts, and I decided to actually remove the bottom ones, because on my wheel rim here, I found they were a bit close to my grip, because I do like to grab the rim here when I turn the wheel, and I felt that it was going to snag my fingers on there. So I decided just to go with the top ones and have a nice clean design, which is absolutely fine. You don't even need to use any of these pods if you don't want, because it doesn't really matter, it's up to you. So you can have 1, 2, 3 or 4, and of course I've left that on there as well for me. So 2 pods, and that's plenty for me. I have a button box on the side, so I don't really need too many buttons on my wheel here. So the final thing to do is, when you're happy with it, as I showed you at the start of the video, is have these all loose, have the wheel rim on there loose, so you can then tighten everything up. And then when you're happy, rather than tightening this down for the final time, remove the wheel rim, because you want to be able to get to the wires easily so you can actually put this together again. And of course, be careful of those wires. You don't want to pull them too hard, because they are, if you look at them, you know, they're quite delicate. So you do need to take some care when you're putting these back in. And of course, remember, if you're going to be doing this, changing a wheel rim on this often, you're going to have to go through this process every time, unless of course you don't have the pods on there, or you have the pods in a particular position where it's going to be fairly universal. So yeah, do bear that in mind. It's a job you're going to have to do each and every time you change a wheel rim. So that all looks, I think we're done here. I think that's okay. That one could do maybe a little bit of adjustment, just to shorten the wire there. Just push it inside the case, but again, just do it carefully, because those connectors are small wires. They are fine wires on the ends, although that looks like a thick wire. On the connector side, they are fine wires. But I think just one final tweak and it closes up. I'm happy with that. So final thing to do is then close it up properly with those 4 bolts. If you're interested, actually, as you can see the back side of here, I have added a 3D printed magnetic model here. I'll put a link in the description to this. It's a very nice mod. If you have a 3D printer, it's very easy to do, and I would definitely recommend it because it does improve the universal hub. And we're done, and the final thing to do is just attach the wheel rim. And there you have it, guys. Get the bits out of the way. That's how you attach your wheel rim to the Fanatec Universal Hub. And their SIM card. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There you go. We need to adjust the paddles. They are too tight to my fingers there, but we have a way to sort that out, so I need to get back and sort that out in a moment. But yeah, anyway, cheers guys, thanks for watching, take care, and bye bye.